In the bustling world of Chinese drama productions, where spotlights glare and cameras roll relentlessly, moments of raw humanity can shatter the illusion of glamour. Picture this. Shen Yu, the beloved actress known for her infectious smile and relatable charm in hits like A Love So Beautiful and Meteor Garden, steps onto the set one crisp morning. But something's off. Her eyes, usually bright and expressive, are swollen, red-rimmed, and puffy, as if she'd spent the night wrestling with invisible demons. Whispers ripple through the crew like a sudden breeze. Who did this? What happened? And right there, demanding answers with a fierce protectiveness, stands her co-star Lin Yi, his usual easygoing demeanor replaced by a storm of concern. You, dear reader, might be wondering, have you ever walked into a room feeling like the weight of the world is etched on your face? Shen Yu's entrance that day wasn't just a step into the studio, it was a silent cry for help that echoed louder than any scripted line. As fans, we often see the polished final product, the heart-fluttering romances, the dramatic twists, but what about the unseen struggles? Let's dive into this intriguing incident, and along the way, I'll pause to ask for your thoughts. After all, celebrity stories like this thrive on speculation and empathy. What do you think caused her swollen eyes? Was it exhaustion from grueling schedules, a personal heartbreak, or something more sinister? Drop your guess in the comments below, or if you're reading this on social media, poll your friends. Allergies, crying, or foul play? The scene unfolded on the set of their latest project, a romantic comedy that's already generating buzz for its fresh take on young love. Shen Yu, dressed in a simple hoodie and jeans to blend in before wardrobe, clutched her script a little too tightly. Her steps were hesitant, her gaze darting around as if expecting shadows to leap out. The makeup artists froze mid-brush, the director's assistant dropped her clipboard with a clatter, and the extras exchanged wide-eyed glances. Yuejia, are you okay? Someone murmured, but it was Lin Yi who cut through the tension like a knife. Lin Yi, the rising star with his boyish good looks and undeniable charisma from dramas like Memory Lost and Put Your Head on My Shoulder. Wait, no, scratch that, he's shown in Derailment and more, had been rehearsing lines in the corner. Spotting Shen Yu, he dropped everything, literally his water bottle tumbling to the floor, and strode over. You, what happened to your eyes? He demanded, his voice low but urgent, laced with that protective edge that makes fans swoon. He gently tilted her chin up, examining the inflammation, the faint bruising underneath. Shen Yu tried to wave it off with a weak smile. It's nothing, e.g., just didn't sleep well. But Lin Yi wasn't buying it. This isn't nothing. Tell me the truth. Who did this? Imagine being in Shen Yu's shoes right then. The studio lights are blinding, everyone's staring, and your co-star is basically turning into a real-life hero. Would you spill everything on the spot, or pull away to avoid a scene? Think about it. In the high-pressure environment of C-drama filming, where 18-hour days are the norm and paparazzi lurk everywhere, vulnerability can feel like a liability. Shen Yu hesitated, her swollen eyes welling up anew. Sources close to the set, whispered rumors from crew members who later shared anonymously on Weibo, suggest she had been dealing with mounting stress. Late-night shoots, relentless fan expectations, and perhaps a dash of personal drama. Could it be a stalker incident, like those plaguing other stars? Or maybe an allergic reaction to new makeup products? Your turn. If you were Lin Yi, would you press harder for answers in front of everyone, or whisk her away privately? Vote in your mind. A for confront publicly, B for private chat, and see how the story aligns with your choice. As the moment stretched, Lin Yi took charge. He guided Shen Yu to a quiet corner of the studio, away from prying eyes, his arm around her shoulders in a brotherly shield. We're not starting until you talk, he insisted, his tone softening but firm. Inside that makeshift sanctuary, a prop room filled with forgotten costumes and scripts, Shen Yu finally opened up, or at least that's what the grapevine says. Tears streamed down her face, mixing with the swelling, as she confessed to a rough night. It was overwhelming, she reportedly said, without diving into specifics. Was it the toll of fame? A fallout with friends? Or something tied to the industry's darker side, like harassment or overwork? Lin Yi listened intently, offering tissues and words of support. You're not alone in this. We'll figure it out together. This interaction didn't go unnoticed. Fellow cast members peeked in, offering water and snacks, turning the moment into an impromptu support circle. The director, sensing the shift, called for a brief delay in filming, prioritizing the team's well-being. A rare move in an industry often criticized for its grind. Fans online erupted when blurry photos leaked, Shen Yu's puffy eyes trending under hashtag #ShenYuSwollenEyes, with theories flying from crying over a script to allergic to bad co-stars, though no one pointed fingers at Lin Yi, of course. Lin Yi's demand for answers sparked memes and fan art, portraying him as the ultimate knight in shining armor. But let's make this interactive. Pause here and reflect. Have you experienced swollen eyes from stress or emotion? Share your story anonymously if you like. It might help others feel less alone. As the day progressed, Shen Yu's eyes were carefully concealed with makeup wizardry. Ice packs, concealer, and a touch of glamour to mask the truth. Filming resumed, but the energy had changed. Lin Yi stayed close, checking in between takes, his demands evolving into quiet reassurances. "If anyone bothers you, tell me," he whispered during a break. This protective vibe isn't new. Co-stars often form tight bonds on set, but Lin Yi's intensity here felt personal. Rumors swirled that the swollen eye stemmed from a late-night argument, perhaps with management over scheduling, or even a romantic entanglement gone awry. Some speculate it ties back to Shen Yu's past experiences with online trolls, whose harsh comments can leave emotional scars deeper than physical ones. What if we turn the tables? Suppose you're a fan detective piecing this together. Clue 1. Shen Yu posted a cryptic Weibo update the night before, a photo of a rainy window with the caption, "Storms pass." Clue 2. Lin Yi liked it immediately, adding a heart emoji. Clue 3. Paparazzi spotted her leaving a cafe alone, looking distraught. Connect the dots. What's your theory? A. Heartbreak from a secret romance. B. Work-related burnout. C. Something else entirely? Engage with this by imagining alternate endings. If it's A, Lin Yi could be the comforting friend turning confidant. If B, perhaps he rallies the cast for better conditions. By evening, the studio buzz had calmed, but the incident lingered like an unfinished script. Shen Yu emerged stronger, her performance that day lauded as raw and authentic by the director. Lin Yi's role? He became the unsung hero, his demands not just for answers, but for accountability in an industry that chews up its stars. In interviews later, hypothetical ones, as details remain hushed, Shen Yu might laugh it off. Just a bad allergy day. But fans know better. This moment highlights the human side of celebrities, the vulnerabilities behind the veneer. So, reader, as we wrap this tale, what's your takeaway? Does this make you appreciate stars like Shen Yu and Lin Yi more, knowing they face real struggles? Or does it fuel your curiosity for more behind-the-scenes scoops? If you could ask Shen Yu one question about that day, what would it be? And for Lin Yi, would you thank him for stepping up? Share your thoughts, create fan theories, or even write your own fanfic extension. After all, stories like this aren't just told. They're lived, speculated, and interactivity breathed into by fans like you. In the end, swollen eyes or not, the show must go on, but with a little more compassion, thanks to moments like these.